Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They go play action with Wilson. Touchdown, Packers! Donald Parham, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Well, certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. They go play action now. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion left comes Williams. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing is Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Here we go! Here we go!
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. T. Higgins from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Eagles nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Here's Herbert. He uncorks it for Snead. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Green able to dance free. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the interception, here's Wilson. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Packers. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
The score, Packers 21, Eagles nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
From the 31, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you've got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
They're on 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the 2nd half as well. They need to stay on guard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. And the reception made by Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
If, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here we go, strike!
Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A good pickup there at 22. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go, here we go. Check.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. There's Wilson to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Zach Wilson back. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
Baby weapon. Alpha.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, great.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Herbert off of play action. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
By Khalil Heck. A loss of 11 brings up 4th down.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen. But when you're playing this deep into playoffs, every team's dangerous.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. In motion, the tight end. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working with a 2nd and 4. Once again, and he coughed it up. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
They'll run on first down. Childs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On second down, here's Mixon. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is over. The Green Bay Packers, they are again NFC champions as we sign off and say goodnight.